on this Tuesday morning veteran check-in. What time is it? 8:18 Central Time, so 9:18. So people probably already in at work. West Coast is just starting up. We'll see. Let me know if the microphone is. Can't tell. Can't type in chat either, so that's also a big thing. Just a little walk in the morning. Can't go too far, but a decent little walk back. Got construction going, and they put this building up pretty quick. Looks like a warehouse. See all the stuff being put in, stuff like that. But this is just be our little veteran check-in, just to maybe we try doing this a bit more often, just checking in with everybody, making sure everybody's doing all right. Just to check in for veterans, make sure everybody's doing all right, check in, see how y'all doing, how y'all day started, stupidity that might have started, shit, even if it's with active duty, stuff that y'all just, something stupid might have happened. Hey, it's the start to the Tuesday morning. There's a bunch of different stuff that happens every morning. People got stories of shit that happened, whether it's coffee spilled, forgot their coffee, forgot their keys, locked themselves out of the car. All those different scenarios being put in there, you know, it happens. I understand that. Then also just like a mental health check-in, just like, hey, checking in with y'all. Hope everyone's doing good. Mental health is doing good. People ain't having any issues. If y'all need to talk to somebody, I'm here. I can do a little chat while I'm live. Or there's always the crisis line if you need to talk to somebody. But I think doing these little check-ins would be good, just to, you know, keep people motivated, keep people in the right state of mind, just doing it. It's actually fucking beautiful outside. Kind of chilly, but beautiful weather. It's been beautiful weather lately, but you know, Kansas got the most abnormal fucking weather you could fucking find. This shit goes from, it was 70 degrees yesterday. It is now like 34, 35 this morning, and I'm walking in this, so yeah. There goes the fields. Y'all can see that. So mostly Kansas looks like, if you're not from Kansas. That's the routine. That's what it usually looks like. But like I said, this is something we'll try to do more. I do got some good information that I wanted to put out. I was reached out to by a friend of mine, which works for the VA. So we will have in the next coming months. I'm not sure if it'll be on the podcast, or we might have a live stream, basically with a VA claims raider on the stream. So I'm just working the details with him. He reached out to me because he saw the videos I was making and the information I try to put out, and he basically said that, hey, he's willing to answer questions if I have any questions and stuff like that. So I think the main thing I'm gonna try to do is try to incorporate people from the channel, basically that, hey, what are y'all questions that y'all would like to ask a VA raider? So have that like as part of the, maybe have that as part of the Sunday workshops, where we have a little section, like maybe like a 30-minute like interval where we're just talking about, hey, what questions do you have for a VA raider? So that way we can actually have those questions, start putting them together. So when I have them on the show, or whether it's on the podcast, or however we have him, he's already agreed to it. He just said to let me know. So now I'm trying to round up all the other VA employees that I know and I've worked with, that I was in the service with. And he basically works for the VA as a raider, but he's also telling me that he is working on the overseas part. So he deals with a lot of the claims that are submitted by the overseas personnel. And basically he has, I don't know if there's information I'm supposed to give to y'all, but I'm just letting y'all know that it's information that he stated that they are trying to actually set up a physical office in Grafenwehr in Germany, basically to notify people and basically help them with their VA claims in person. So to actually have a sort of like VSO representative in Germany so that people have that. Because the issue is at least when me getting out of Germany, when I was in Germany, basically, you filed and it wasn't the same as in the States. You went to a contracted person to get your file done and to get your stuff looked at, but it's not the same thing as in the States, because in the States you have the opportunity to find anybody that's contracted by the US to get a VA rating or CMP exam. In Germany, that's not the case. Why that smell like? Why I'm walking by this like chemical thing right here? Gives me remnants of CS gas. Why, I don't know. I need to find out what this place is. Because I just got that whiff of CS gas. I didn't start coughing or anything, but definitely some fucking gas right there. But yeah, so Germany doesn't have actual offices or like a VSO or any location like that. Anything overseas in Europe doesn't have it. So what he was telling me is that they're starting to make a claims like office or something in Grafenwehr, that's where I was stationed at, and that's in Germany, closest to that's the farthest east installation that I believe we have. So that's going to be the thing. And then following in the next year, they are supposed to open up a system, the same thing like an office for have service members to, while they're exiting the military, to claim their claims and actually have some support for it in Vicenza, Italy. So basically two of the bigger locations, Germany being one of them, Graf because it has all those rotational units that go through there most of the time. And then you have Italy, which is a big airborne community, you know, another big facilitator of people going through there. So at least if there's a VSO or even a claims office that you can actually go and talk to, I think that's going to benefit a lot of veterans going forward, because of the fact that you will not have an actual office overseas to actually talk to people and interact with. I don't know what that was, but it's definitely moving. I don't know. I just walked by something. It's all wood line, so I'm about to come up on construction, so you might hear a bunch of beeps and stuff. But that's something that's coming up. They're gonna have an office in Graf, office in Italy, which will basically streamline and at least benefit veterans going forward. We just got to work on fixing the stuff that we got for the veterans that are already veterans. But this is at least a good step in the right direction to assist service members when it comes to giving them that information, getting them the right claims, or helping them actually file the claims the correct way and knowing what to do. Because like I said, with my experience when I was getting out, I didn't have that opportunity. I wasn't given that information. I was just basically told, hey, whatever you have, file it. There was no, you want to file this, you want to file these separate, you want to specify what claim is what. There was none of that for me when I got out. And that was only a year and a half ago. So that's something that I think has to be, I think that'll help a lot of active duty service members going into that or facilitating that, so that they have the right information when it comes to making a claim. Because I didn't have that information, and I bet we can ask most of the people in this channel. Oh, this is what they building. This is what I'm walking by. Basically a little overflow. We'll be having some floods over here because it rained, but it's taking some time, but they're doing pretty good on construction, even though it's like behind by like 6 months, but it's better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, that's what we're trying to trying to keep on doing that, trying to help veterans. And if they're trying to do that and they're trying to assist, well, I guess active duty, because the veterans now, like I said, the most important thing is always documentation. Getting that while you're in, getting that when you get out, and just connecting it. And that's why I said we're gonna have that VA claims rater, which is a good friend of mine. Served with him in the chemical units. Went to AIT with him, so I know this kid. I know this guy. So that'll be a great assistance to the channel. Basically, being able to have people like, hey, if you have a specific question you need to ask, put it in the comments, let me know, so that way I can start making notes of it and start accumulating the stuff, so that way when it has those conversations, it's like hey, so and so asked this question, we want to get an answer out to them, so that way you're getting informed of what's going on, what's happening, any updates. If he knows, as a VA, since he works for the VA, he's going to have the inside scoop on any possible changes or anything he knows benefits veterans. Like he said, he was telling me like the amount of stuff he's seen so far and stuff like that, it's tough to get ratings, and it's tough to rate people off of certain situations, because certain people have certain situations that they've gone through, but they don't have any actual documentation for it. And I think the biggest issue, he said, most of it was coming from like mental health issues, where a lot of people would claim mental health issues, whether it be PTSD, anxiety, or whatever the case may be. He was just basically stating that a lot of people don't have that information while in service notated. So it makes it difficult to claim outside of it. But then he just basically said, he's like, hey, if you have an issue like that, you have to have something outside basically stating, hey, this is the reason why you have this anxiety. This is why you have PTSD, but then have a nexus letter connecting it. Which basically, like, he basically let me know, like, hey, what you're telling people is correct with the whole documentation thing. It's the most important thing. Because he says it makes his life easier as a VA rater finding the information. Now, keep in mind that we're going to have this person on here. I don't want people to try to attack this dude like he's the one that fucked up your claim, or the case may be. I want these interactions with him so that he can continue coming on. Because if people are just going to be toxic and just try to go at him like he's the reason why their VA claim failed, that's going to be an issue. And most likely people are just going to get banned off the thing. Just keep it simple. I'm trying to have it. We'll try to have that stream just to check to see how it goes. Get that information. See the information we can provide for people. Have the actual person that works with the VA that has the inside information. Let people know, like, hey, this is what's ongoing. This is what's coming up. This is what's happening. This is the information y'all need in order to do that. Because that's the biggest issue right now, is just that people don't have the information. So we're just going to try to put it out there. But if we can get actual personnel that actually works for the VA to assist with that, it'll definitely enhance any veterans claims, basically, because now you'll have a person that works for the VA, and with that person working for the VA, you can actually ask them questions, get any information you need, file your disability claims through the VA, and actually have a heads up as to what information you may need going forward, as compared to just blindly just submitting a disability claim and not having the right information to put onto it. It'll be a benefit. I know I have another friend I served with that she's on her way to become a claims agent. So she's going through the process right now. I think she's like onboarding with the VA, doing the training and stuff. So we may have two different resources to basically ask questions to. Like I said, it's just with her, I haven't gotten the heads up yet. I have to contact her and let her know. I found out she was doing it because she posted about it. She did her 20 years, retired, living her life now. getting that time with the family and stuff like that. You know, the stuff that people look forward to when they retire out of anything. So that's basically what we're coming up with there. So if we can have both VA claims agents on there and just have them, probably not at the same time, but just having two different claims agents that actually work for the VA answering questions, I think will benefit a lot of service members, where it's like, hey, this is what they see. So if you have a question, they're going to give you the answer of what they look at, how they view it, how they review it. You got an inside scoop, basically, to VA information, VA claims, which a lot of channels, I don't think, have that. So that, I think, will be a big ups to the channel for providing actual VA claims raters on the channel to give you information and give you and answer questions. Most of these will be on the Sunday workshops. If not, we'll put a couple of them. A couple of them might be on the podcast. Also, just having conversations with people and having conversations with both of them, or either one of them, or just one of them, just about situations they've encountered. But keep in mind that they can't speak specifics when it comes to like certain other people's stuff. That's private information. So this will be more of a Q&A that will answer questions for them, or that they can answer questions for you to know what's going on. But that's something that I'm excited to mention, basically going forward, that we will have that ability to have that. And that's going to be something that we can build off of and get more information and more direct information that I can also make extra videos about claiming. I just recently uploaded the video for the VA math, just basically so people can understand and see how to calculate it. There's VA calculators all over. You just got to Google it, look it up, and you'll find a ton of information on VA calculators or disability calculators that'll get you the information you need. It'll let you know. But this video is more of a explaining to people what the concept of the VA math is, and understanding what your actual VA rating is. Because the issue that we have is most people just go off of the fact that they get the information they thought they needed or they thought they had. And that's what we're trying to change. We're trying to make sure that people understand that the information that's there is what helps assist you get to that 100% permanent and total. Because a lot of the information isn't found or isn't. A lot of people don't understand their VA rating. They just see it as, oh, you're at 90%, or you're at 80%, or 70%. And they don't understand the fact that you have to know exactly what you're falling at and what you sit at. Being paid at the 80% rate can mean you are at 75% to 84%. That's a big range of percentage points right there when it comes to actually moving up and improving your rating number. Same thing, because remember, they round up from 5, but anything below that it stays the same. So if you got a 90 rating and you're trying to get to that 100 rating, and you have you can have an 85 rating and you be at 90, you're gonna have an issue, because now you need to get those extra 10 points. Where people don't understand, like, once you get to 95, you get paid at the 100% rate. The issue being is that doesn't mean you're total and permanent. So you're at the 100% rate, getting paid at the 100% rate, but you may not be total and permanent. So that's an issue people need to look into, pay attention to, and that's why I made that video, so that people truly understand where they sit at, so that information is valid. They know what percentage points they need to get to that 100% rate. The goal is total and permanent, as always, but it's also identifying that and figuring out, like, hey, for me to get total and permanent, I need to get this, and that. I need to get this many percentage points. But then it's also looking into the code of federal regulations to figure out like, okay, this is the information there, this is what we have, this is what we're trying to do, this is what we need to do, and just an in-depth explanation as to what your rating is, what ratings you already have service connected. If you file for an increase, how much can they increase, and what's the criteria to have it increase to the highest increase level or just one increase level, or what criteria do you fall under to do that. So that's where it differs, but that's what we're going to continue to do. Try to see if we do more of these morning check-ins. We'll probably be going on walks and stuff once it gets a bit warmer. Take the kids out, take them for a walk, and we'll just do like morning check-ins every morning, just to check in with vets, check in with all y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully everybody's week has already started well, and we'll continue to do this, or try to do this. This is just I had to walk today because I had to take care of something, so I'm walking. But besides that, it's just making sure so that way we at least know we're checking in with veterans we'll try to do it every day. I can't assure we'll do that every day because life is life, and I can't assure that'll happen, but at least we know we'll try to do these whenever I'm on a walk or something. I'll do a check-in, we'll talk, we'll chat, see what's going on in the world, see what's going on in y'all world, see what information I've also gathered. And like I said, with the fact that we have a VA claims rater on board willing to acknowledge, talk, interpret whatever questions you may have, that'll definitely be a benefit for the channel community to basically build on, so that way you get inside information and you get an actual answer from a actual professional that does this as a job to help rate veterans. Approaching the house now, so we'll be ending this here, but just wanted to do Tuesday morning check-in. Hope y'all vets are doing well. Active duty also, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves. Get your stuff noted, and I will tune in with y'all, and we'll see if we do this next couple of days. We'll see what we do this, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. Check out the latest video, VA Math. Check out the podcast. I will talk to y'all soon. Till next time, y'all.